Well, this is John McBride, who comes to the Moose River Rug Hooking Studio every Monday. He's well known for hooking with yarn. He designs patterns for other people and has made very beautiful rugs himself with yarn. John, do you want to talk a little bit about hooking with yarn?
Yeah, it's funny how over the years the whole media changes, because at one time you were only allowed to, when you told people you hooked with yarn, it was a terrible thing. You had to hook with wool strips. But that's all changing now, and it's amazing the number of people who are now hooking with yarn. And I find that if you think of Shetty Camp and all over the Maritimes, people are now buying yarn. To me, yarn might be not as hard to work with, but it's entirely up to people themselves. And the nice thing about yarn is that if you buy just a plain white, you can dye it to whatever color you want, or you can buy just the same color. And I find it easier to work with because you're not cutting strips all the time. You can take one ball of yarn and just keep hooking and hooking and hooking with it.
And what are you working on there, John?
I'm working on it's an old quilt pattern, and it's sort of row housing with some trees on it.
Beautiful.
And
you hook pretty fast, don't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Very prolific.
And I used to, when I first started, a number of years ago, I started with the wool strips. And unfortunately, I went to Cape Breton and went to Shetty Camp and saw what they were doing. And they use a one-ply. If anybody's acquainted with the Shetty Camp hooking, they use a one-ply. And I use a two-ply, which I find that the bridge and little is very nice to hook with. And it's easy to come by. Here in Moose River, they carry all kinds of it. And so it's a lot of fun. And I find, as I say, it's quite easy to hook with the yarn.
Well, John, thank you very much. I think people who watch this will be very inspired to give it a try.
Well, I hope so, because it's a lot of fun, and can pass away a lot of time, and it gives you something to do.
Possibilities are endless.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, John.